Hello everyone. This video actually contain West Bengal syllabus of the West Bengal Public Service Commission exam for scheme and syllabus for screening test for recruitment to the post of assistant professor in Bengali, botany, chemistry, commerce, computer science, education, English, geography, geology, history, mathematics, microbiology, nutrition, philosophy, physics, physiology, political science, and zoology for general degree colleges in West Bengal College Service Commission, West Bengal Education Service under the Higher Education Department, Government of West Bengal, advertisement number 29 2019. Now see that this time the examination pattern is changed somewhat. You can see that previously it was completely on in subject topic, whatever your core subject, like if you have a zoology, then previously there's only the MCQ contain only zoology portion, but this time the scheme of exam is changed. Now the type of examination is MCQ type test. Number of question 100 question will be asked, and 70 questions on relevant subject and 30 questions on English and general awareness. Full marks 100. Each question carries 1 marks. There will be negative marking for wrong answer. 1/3 marks will be deducted for each wrong answer. Now this time also negative marking also there. Negative marking for each question is 1/3 marks will be deducted for each wrong answer. Duration of the examination 1 hour 30 minutes. So 1 hour 30 minutes you have to answer in 100 question, right? Now you can see that syllabus of the for this is a Bengali syllabus. Now we'll come into the botany and zoology portion, because most of the viewers are basically botany and zoology background in biological sciences field. So see that syllabus for recruitment of the assistant professor in botany for general degree colleges in the West Bengal under the higher education department. Now see that gateway of life science, cell biology and genetics, pH and buffer water biomolecules, plant physiology, biochemistry, molecular biology and plant biotechnology, microbiology, plant morphology and anatomy, plant taxonomy, plant groups, right? Now we come into the zoology syllabus of the zoology. Now zoology syllabus, you can see that syllabus of the zoology. Now see that for the syllabus for the written examination for recruitment to the post of assistant professor in zoology for general degree colleges in the West Bengal under the Department of Higher Education, Government of West Bengal. Now section 1, see that classification of protozoa up to phylum. Now here you have to it's basically the hardcore zoology part, like a called invertebrate and invertebrate portion, like as classification of protozoa up to phylum, a structural organization and reproduction in paramecium, like kappa particle, reproduction in paramecium, and classification up to subclass porifera to echinodermata. You have to classify that, like in case of porifera, Nidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Nemathelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and all their groups how sub up to subclass. Now coral reefs types and formation, how coral reef forms, their types and formation of coral reefs, locomotion in protozoa, canal system in porifera, like in different types of we know that in case of poriferans have a poriferans are basically pore bearing animals. They have gas, they have water current system, or also known as canal system, by which they actually regulate their whole process in the body. And in case of they also have a different cells, like guanocyte, pinacocyte cells are there. There are different types of canal system there: asconoid, cyconoid, leuconoid, and dragon type. Nervous system in molluscan nervous system. Respiration in arthropoda, like different respiratory organs in arthropods. Nervous system in molluscan. Affinities in onychophora and balanoglossus. Affinities in onychophora and balanoglossus. classification of chordate up to order, structural organization of lattice, axolotl larva, and in its importance, axolotl larva basically in amphibians we get that at there is a neotenian pedomorphosis properties is there, difference between poisonous and non-poisonous snake, migration of birds, dentition in mammals, comparative anatomy of heart, aortic arches, kidney in vertebrates. Now, section 2, principles of optical and electron microscope, ultrastructure and functions of plasma membrane, mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum and lysosome, physicochemical properties of DNA and RNA, nucleosome concept, sex determination in Drosophila and man, different sex determination processes, like how, like in case of Drosophila, the autosome by X chromosome by autosome ratio, X by A ratio, how it's regulate the sex determination, and in case of man, sex determination process, replication, transcription, and translation, the central dogma part, 3-point gene mapping in diploid, like 3-point S plus mapping, inborn error of metabolism, like in case of phenylketonuria, inborn metabolic error like albinisms, hemophilia, thalassemia, albinisms, hemophilia, thalassemia, thalassemia is autosomal recessive, hemophilia X-linked recessive, and albinism, autosomal recessive disorder. Now, gametogenesis, how gamete formation occurs, spermatogenesis, oogenesis, fertilization, how fertilization takes place, different processes of fertilization, histological organization of pituitary, thyroid, pancreas, and liver. Now, in section 3, geological timescale, origin of life, origin and evolution of horse, theories of evolution, Darwinism and neo-Darwinism, Hardy-Weinberg principles, application in autosomal alleles. And in here is actually evolutionary biology part, geological timescale, origin of life, origin and evolution of horses, theories and evolution like Darwinism, neo-Darwinism. Now in section 4, taxonomy and systematic and classification, modes of speciation, different modes of speciation like allopatric, sympatric speciation, biological species concept, concept of energy flow, food chain and food web, ecological succession, concept of biodiversity, types of biodiversity, biodiversity and human welfare, life cycle pathology, clinical features, controls of tinea, ascaris, plasmodium, leishmania, and Wucheria bankruptcy. Section 5, structure of mammalian nephrons and mechanism of urine formation, propagation of nerve impulse, transport of O2 and CO2 in mammals, structure of eye and mechanism of vision in mammals, structure of ears and mechanism of hearing in mammals, aquaculture, induced breeding in carp culture, freshwater, brackish water, prawn culture, pearl culture, sericulture like mulberry silkworm culture, disease of silkworm and their control. Like here apiculture process like in case of how beekeeping culture of the bees, apiculture technique, disease, honeybees and their controls. These are complete syllabus of the for recruitment of assistant professor in zoology for general degree colleges. Now here, now we can move, you can see that these are syllabus of other subjects, like these are the sociology for syllabus of the for recruitment of the post of assistant professor in sociology for general degree colleges. These are syllabus for sociology. These are syllabus for Sanskrit, syllabus for the recruitment of post of assistant professor in general degree colleges for Sanskrit. These are physiology. These are in syllabus in physics, classical mechanics, general properties of matter, vibration and waves, heat, thermodynamics, optics, electricity and magnetism, electronics, modern physics. This is a syllabus for philosophy for recruitment of assistant professor. This is a syllabus for assistant recruitment of assistant professor for nutrition. These are for microbiology, biomolecules, thermodynamics, theoretical basis of microscopy, theoretical basis of photometry and spectrophotometry, fundamentals of radioactivity, decay constant, half-life, application of isotopes in radioimmunoassay, glucose metabolism, DNA synthesis, and pulse chase experiment. Basic statistics like population sampling, probability distribution, variance, regression analysis, confidence interval, microbial cell biology, basic chemistry for microbiology, general microbiology, growth of microorganisms, staining methods, eukaryotic microbes, controls of microbial growth by physical and chemical agents like high temperature, low temperature, sanitizer, germicide, bacteriostatic agent, phenolic compounds, alcohol, heavy metals, their compound, dyes, detergent, evaluation of antimicrobial agent, antibiotics, chemotherapeutic agent, sulfonamide, penicillin, etc. Molecular biology of microbes like DNA replication mechanisms, transcription mechanism, row dependent, row independent termination, lac and tryptophan operon, air arabinoperon, translation mechanism, function of mRNA, rRNA and tRNA, non-ribosomal peptides, synthesis, sampling, splicing and spliceosome, process of RNA, regulation of gene expression, and synthesis of germicidin. Enzymology and metabolism and bioenergetics, metabolism of N compound, nitrogen containing compounds, environmental and food microbiology, microbial genetics, recombinant DNA technology. These are the syllabus for recruitment of assistant professor in microbiology. Now we can see that these are complete syllabus. Hope this make helpful. Thank you.